Hi everyone. I wonder what you like to do to rest. Maybe you like to play computer games, maybe you like to watch the telly, maybe you like to go and do some exercise, maybe you just like to lie around in bed. But whatever you tend to see it as what you do for rest, we usually think about it as being something that we do in between the stressful moments and the busy moments in our life, something to help us switch off from those busy moments. Now, in the passage that we're going to look at today, Jesus talks about rest, but the rest that he's talking about goes a bit deeper than just something that we can do in between those stressful moments. The rest that Jesus talks about means that we can carry it through all the moments in our life. So let's read what Jesus has to say. It's in Matthew 11 and verses 28 and 29 and 30. Jesus says this, he says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." So this deep rest that Jesus talks about comes from being joined in to him. When he talks about a yoke in that bit, he's not talking about an egg yolk. He's talking about a bit of wood that would have been joined to an ox to help it pull the plough. The plough still needed to be pulled, but having that sort of strap, I suppose, made it much easier, a much more efficient way of pulling the plough. Now, just like that, with Jesus, when we talk about rest, it doesn't mean Jesus isn't talking about us having an easy life. When Jesus talks about rest, it isn't just lying on a sun lounger. Your life isn't going to be really, really easy. That's not what this passage means. So how can Jesus talk about rest when he doesn't mean that? When living with Jesus doesn't just mean easy life? Well, it's because in Jesus we are set free, and we are set free from the things that might make us weary and burdened. So we get rest. First thing, we get rest from worrying if we're good enough, because we know that through Jesus and in Jesus we don't anymore have to meet a set standard. We don't have to be good enough. We don't have to strain and reach to this holy standard or this holy standard, because Jesus has set us free from that. So we can rest from that worry. We can also rest from the worry of worrying whether we're good enough, or wishing we were more like this or more like that person. Maybe you might wish that you were more talented, or you were better looking, or you were more confident. In Jesus we can be set free we can rest from that worry, because Jesus tells us that he made us exactly as he wanted us to be. When Jesus looks at us, he's really, really pleased with who he's made us to be. So we can be set free from that worry as well. We can rest from wanting to be different. And we can also rest from feelings of guilt or shame about stuff we've done, maybe stuff we've thought, stuff we've done in the past, things we've said, because Jesus has wiped all those things away on the cross. Jesus has dealt with it completely. So in Jesus, we can rest from feeling like we're not good enough, feeling like we wish we were more talented or more beautiful. We can rest from feelings of regret and shame. So if you're feeling weary and burdened, we can turn to him for rest. You can turn to him for rest today. Not just for a short break from stress, but a rest from all those things that can help to make us feel weary and burdened in the first place.